Hi, welcome, and I hope you're doing well. Here I have a MacBook Air. The year of this model is the 2020, and the model on this one is A2179. You can see that the keyboard here on the top right, it has the Touch ID. So if your model of this MacBook Air is the same as mine, I'll be doing a step-by-step on how to replace a cracked screen or broken screen for this video. Before you continue with the video, I just hope that you can do me a small favor by clicking the like button and subscribe to the channel. That really helps me to make more of these sort of repair video for you in the coming future. Alright, so these are the simple tools that you need. You do need some of the Torx screwdriver and also a Pentalope screwdriver for this entire repair. Obviously, you do need to have a brand new screen for the replacement as well. So when I replace the screen, I'm not just going to replace the glass or the back LCD. I'm replacing the entire top cover right here. So this entire screen would have to be replaced entirely. So it's a full assembly screen replacement on this model. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'll turn it around. First thing we need to do is to remove the back cover. So let's go ahead and get the Pentalope screwdriver and remove all the screws. So the 4 screws on the top, they are longer screws. The 2 screws on the both sides are shorter, and all the 4 screws at the bottom are shorter as well. Alright, once I have all the screws removed, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and get your fingernail tucked underneath the back cover here. You can have a good leverage on that side corner. Go ahead and pry it up. So when you pry it open, you can hear the 2 little clicks. The clicks is because these 2 little side here, they kind of clip onto the base at the bottom here. So once you pop the thing up, you can remove the entire screen separately, just like that. Alright, here you can see that these are the battery, so right in the middle here and the both sides, and these 2 on the side here are your speakers. Okay, so first we need to disconnect the battery. Make sure that nothing is running. I know that my screen is on because when I touch here, my CPU is warm, so that means things are still running, but we are not going to let it run because we're going to do a screen replacement. So I just peel off this little plastic tape here, and this is the connector. What I'm trying to do is you can push the connector to your left. There's no clip on or anything. You just make sure that you have a good contact with the cable while you're pulling, and I'm using this plastic prying tool, pushing at the same time. Alright, so there I have it. I have the connector pushed to my left, pull and push at the same time, and that's how it disconnected the battery. So this CPU we're gonna stay cold in just about a few minutes here. So that means the computer is totally shut. There's no power whatsoever to that. Alright, let's go ahead and get some of the screwdriver to help with the repair here. So let me try to find out which screw for which stuff here. So as you know, I'm going to explain that this is the Wi-Fi antenna. The Wi-Fi antenna is supposed to come out, and then you have this display board here and come out as well, and all together with the LCD. Alright, so let me find out what screw is this for that. Let's see. This is a new set of screwdriver that I have. Okay, I usually use a different set of screwdriver, but I wanted to use this brand new screwdriver that I bought. I got it from Amazon, and I'll share the link with you. If you want to buy the same set of this screwdriver, please click on the link in the description below. That would direct you to Amazon, and you can go ahead and buy this for your own repair. Okay, so this is the Wi-Fi antenna. I'm using a plastic prying tool to pry up the cable. So this is like a Lego, it snap onto it. Alright, so when you pry it open, I'm just kind of lifting it up to lift it up, and that's how you disconnect the cable. Okay, so the screw here that I removed the bracket, this is actually a T4 screwdriver. And I'll be using the same T4 to remove the Wi-Fi. So this is a T3, a Torx T3. T3, I'm trying to remove this bracket right here. Okay, and let's see. So this bracket here is actually holding on to the connector for the LCD. Okay, I removed that, and this is the connector for the LCD. Use a plastic prying tool and go ahead and pry open that LCD. So this cable right here is coming from the motherboard onto the display LCD board here. I guess we got to remove a couple more stuff here, so let me go ahead and remove this as well. So just so you know that the screws are not the same, so as I'm removing the screws, I am not mixing them up. So I have them put it on this, you know, in the right position, away from the desk. That way I know that which screw goes where. So again, this is a cable. I just lift it up, and let's see what else can we do here. So there's a black screwdriver here, a black screw. Let's go ahead and remove that. The black screw as well. I believe the black screw is actually holding onto the display board, so you can just remove the two black screw, and therefore the display board is free to go. Okay, I removed that two cable as well. Disconnect this cable, and I think the board is free. Okay, see if I can remove this Wi-Fi antenna here. So let me put some pressure on it. I know that the Wi-Fi antenna is not that simple to come out because it has some pressure point. So let me go ahead and start prying it up a little bit, put some pressure, and see if I can get it out. Alright, so just so you know that the Wi-Fi antenna, the way they make it is quite difficult to remove it. Okay, so I'll explain to you how you can remove it. You definitely have to put some pressure to remove it. Okay, so the Wi-Fi antenna is kind of like so the PCB board, the display board, it goes in between this Wi-Fi antenna here as a whole set like this. Okay, make sure everything goes in. Alright, and then it kind of like go in between this little gap right here. So this metal piece right here is somewhat clipped onto the base. So to remove it, you actually need to put some pressure to pry it open side by side, wiggle, until it comes out. Okay, so I just want to give you a heads up. You did not break anything. I did not break anything, excuse me, that I actually put some pressure point to pry it open on this Wi-Fi antenna. Now once you have the Wi-Fi antenna disconnected and removed, you're pretty much good to go. You just have to remove the 6 screws here on the hinge, and I'll tell you what Torx to use. I think that should be a T8, I think. Torx 8. Yep, so Torx 8 T8 is the one that you need to remove on this hinge. Alright, so far if you still follow along, very good, you're almost there. And the next step I need to do is to go ahead and slightly open the screen. So if you can see that I'm trying to open the screen, I lift it up, I'm lifting the screen, I'm lifting the screen, I'm lifting the screen up to about all the way to full extent, right, more than 90-degree angle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly slide it open. Okay, you can slide it up, slightly slide it up here, and then same goes for the bottom one here. You slightly slide it out. As you can see, I'm disconnecting the the screen and the base on the computer. So this entire screen right here is just pretty much the hinge and the display board is all disconnected and one piece together like that. Alright, so this is pretty much it. And if you what I'll do is I will have the new screen replacement in the description below. If you need help buying the new screen, please check out my description below. Click on that and it will direct you to either eBay or Amazon to find a screen replacement. Alright, so let's say assuming this is a new screen that comes in, we're going to do the installation. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you flip the hinge more than right about 90-degree angle. Okay, slightly more than 90-degree. And go ahead and make sure the display board is above onto the motherboard here. Okay, once you're above it, and go ahead and align that little hinge, slide it in. Once you slide the thing in, go ahead and make sure you slide on the other side as well. Once you have them slide in, double check with the board. Make sure the board cable, this cable here, is above it. Same as for this tiny one and the other one. Make sure you have them in the right position. Now you want to come back here, put one screw on. So let me find the hinge screw. Let me go put that screw back on here using a T8 screwdriver. Okay, slightly in. I'll come back here and do the second one here. Okay, that is in. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I wanted to put the screws on so I can screw onto the hinge and tighten up the hinge and the screw, and I close the screen so I can work on the rest of other stuff here. So pretty much you just want to put the screws back on. It's very simple, straightforward. Go ahead and do that. I will try to do less talking and hurry up to finish the installation, because this is just a reverse process. I'm pretty sure once you know how to take it out, I know that you can put it back in together. So nothing really that difficult at this point here. So make sure the display board go in between the Wi-Fi card. Okay, go in between them. And what you want to do is make sure everything is in the right position. Go ahead and align them properly. Once you have it aligned properly, what I'm doing right now is I'm just pressing it down, like I said, I'm going to make sure that the clipper is in that metal bracket right there. So once you press it in, it's pretty good. The next step I need to do is, let me go ahead and secure the Wi-Fi. So this is a T4 to secure the Wi-Fi here. 2 screws on the left, 2 screws on the right. So yeah, if you're still watching this video, please press the pause button, press the like button. So far that you are following my instruction and you're doing great. So just give me a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you for doing that. Alright, so the next step I'll be doing is I'm putting this black screw. Okay, so this black screw is the one that holding the display board right here. So let's go ahead and screw that thing back on. I'm using a T3. I believe it's supposed to be T4. So let me change it out to T4. Okay, the black screw goes back on. And it's a T4. Alright, so now the next step, I'll be putting the flex cable back onto that. It's like a Lego. Make sure you align them in the right position, and once you feel like it's right, just press it down. It will snap back on in place without any problem. So make sure you put the bracket back on here, and this is a T3 with the bracket. So there's another bracket right here in the middle, and this bracket here is to connect from the motherboard to that display board. If you have any other question regarding about this repair here, please comment below. I'm more than happy to answer those questions. If you have the screen problem, this video definitely that you're watching is the right video for that purpose, to change out your screen. Okay, so once I have all that bracket installed, and the next step I need to do is install the Wi-Fi. So now Wi-Fi connector, make sure you have them aligned in the right position, and then be very gentle to press it down. Alright, so make sure you have them in the right position to press it down. You do not want to bend or destroy that motherboard connector right here. So this right here, you be very careful with that. Okay, so this one right here, the plastic blue prying tool, this one I'm tapping on. Make sure you do not damage that, because once that thing is crooked or damaged, you're gonna replace the whole motherboard, because the Wi-Fi is not gonna go back in. So you have a bad day. So take your time, slowly. I'm trying to rush myself here, but I shouldn't. I need to make sure I have it in the right position. Once I align it in the right position, I can press it down. Alright, I have it down, which is good. Now it's all good to go. The final step I need to do is to install the battery cable, the connector. Slide it to your right, and that's how you have it. And do not forget to put the plastic back on, and do not forget your Wi-Fi bracket right here. Okay, make sure you have the Wi-Fi installed, and with the last final screw for the bracket. Okay, there you go, it's all set. The next step I need to do is to put the back cover back on, and again that little clipper is right here. Press it down and put all the screws back on here. Alright, so you're pretty much done at this point. I believe that there's nothing else I need to do but just to turn on the computer, make sure that it works. But yeah, if you like the video, please again like the button, subscribe to the channel. I have repeated myself 3 times in this video, so I'm not going to repeat myself again, and I just hope that you're going to do that for me. And I hope that this video helps you and show you like how to replace your MacBook Air cracked screen. Now I do have other videos for different repair, and if you have a different computer, or if you think that your friends or your family member have that model here, the same model of my video, and they need help with the repair, go ahead and tell them, you know, check out my channel, and hopefully my video would help them for their the computer repair stuff. Alright, again, and I hope that this video helps, and until next time, please take care. Good luck with your repair.